Question of the day. Can you polish in direct sunlight? Can you polish on hot paint? The simple answer is yes. And I can get any compound, any polish to perform by finessing it. How much I use, the type of pads, but that doesn't mean they're all safe to use in direct sunlight. Now, why would Darren ever want to polish in direct sunlight? Well, for me, it'd be two basic reasons. One is complete flexibility. So I know that if any product, this included ceramics, can perform on cool shaded surfaces, that's a given. But this gives me flexibility, meaning let's say in the moment I'm forced to polish a car in direct sunlight. As a mobile detailer, that was much part of my world. Secondly, I want to see what I'm getting. And what I mean by that is most people will scrutinize their work under direct sunlighting. Yes, you can do it under artificial lighting, but most of us, we want our cars to look awesome in the sunlighting. And that's what this product is it's what you see is what you get. There's no fillers. Fillers is just a glorified or simplified way of saying it's just a bad emulsion. This has a very tight emulsion. It uses controlled abrasive technology, which is far superior than the outdated, old world, diminishing abrasive technology. What's also unique about this, which adds as to why we can polish safely in the sun with this, is because of what's called true waterborne technology. What that means is that the water molecule is the carrier for the other ingredients of this product, like the controlled abrasives. The problem with most of that garbage that is out there, whether it's compounds or polishes, is that they're made with what are called traditional heavy solvents. The heavy solvents will swell the paint. So if you apply those solvent-based polish or compound on very hot paint, it's going to accelerate that swelling process. So you will never, and some of the directions on these polishes and compounds will specifically say, do not apply directly to the paint or do not allow to dry in the paint, because you can apply this, and not this one, but other stuff, and it will literally swell the paint. But as far as polishing in direct sunlight, with this product, non-issue, which is why it's been my go-to for so many years. And yes, I have skin in the game. I have decided to invest some of my hard-earned money into this. So I can literally lay this on the paint, and what this will do is it will gel up. So this is going to just continue to sit there. It's not going to heat up and start to sag, because it's called what's thixotropic, which is a very sophisticated term. That's your $15 word for the day. This is the standard operating procedure for this. I'm using a rotary polisher. This is a battery operated. Thank you, Milwaukee. Love the tool. You apply it in the direct center of the pad. This is our blue, and blue designates this as a pre-washed 100% wool 4-ply polishing pad. Now, I infuse the polish into the center of the pad, and then I can just go to town. Let me bring you at a different angle so you can see as I'm working. I've already done my initial pass. I'm going to apply a little bit more. Now that the pad has a little bit of polish on it, I don't need as much the second time around. What I do is, because the center is going to stay wet, so if I need to apply more, because based on the working temperature, and that's one of the unique things about working in the sun, is you do have to manage your material, because this is hot. In fact, if I had to guess, probably be about 120 degrees. So that's pretty warm. That will require me to finesse my material, my medium. The medium in this case is my polish. So the polish, because it is a waterborne technology, it acts as an insulator. So as long as this remains liquid, I can work on as hot as paint as I need. The hotter the paint, the more I'm going to need so that I can keep it liquid. So I infuse it into the pad, and now I go up on the edge to do the heavy lifting, and then when I need more, I just bring it back down to the middle. It brings more working polish under the area, and I just continue. Now, if I wanted to try to finesse this to perfection, now this is dark paint. It's always going to be harder on dark paint than light colored paint. I would dial this down. I'm going to dial it down to 800 RPM. And you could finesse it like this, keep it completely flat, because now what I'm trying to do is flatten out any of the hologramming buffer trails. You can refer to it how you want. I'm just using enough pressure just to control the buffer. Isn't this fun? You can see this paint just come alive. Now you can see all the metallics. Oh, it's beautiful. Going to see how easily this comes off in direct sunlight. Why? Because it doesn't rely on the traditional heavy solvents that other products do. Yes, still hot. But wow, that is looking beautiful. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. But damn, does that look a lot better. And for 99% of the world, this would be good enough. But I'm not 99% of the world, so I'm going to bust out my Flex cordless with a foam pad. Apply, doesn't take much. Ironically, the formulator of this, it's like he tries to talk himself out of business. Really, if he was the traditional business owner, he'd be trying to convince people as to why you need to use more of this, not less of it. He's like the polar opposite. Point is, you don't need much. I'm going to have this set to a speed of 5. Sure. I'm just using enough pressure, pretty much to control it. I'm adding a little bit of pressure right now, because I am attempting to remove any trace scratch pattern put in by the wool pad, because the wool pad is definitely more aggressive. So now I can dial this down even further, and I'm putting no pressure. I just have enough pressure to keep it flat on the surface. And now I'm just going to allow the polish to do what it's meant to do, which is scratch your way to perfection. Wipe it off for the big reveal. Wow, now that's what paint should look like. That is lovely. Not perfect, but lovely. I still haven't reached perfection. But let's zoom in. And you can see, I don't know what's going to show up, but in my eyes, in real life, damn, I love it. I hope you've learned something. Always check the links in the box below. It's going to take you to my website if you want to get your hands on some of this or whatever, you name it. Check the links below. I hope you've learned something. We'll see you on the next video.